tale of two proposals. A group of city leaders continue working on possible solutions to Cleveland's decades-old lead problem. So does the work by a group of community activists. And those activists who have helped bring the issue of lead poisoning to the forefront sat down with the city council this morning to go over their proposal. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg joins us now with more on what the plan entails.
Well, there are two diverging proposals, one from the city-driven Lead Safe Cleveland Coalition, the other coming from the community-driven Cleveland Lead Advocates for Safe Housing, or CLASH. But perhaps in those two proposals is middle ground that can prevent children from being poisoned by lead every single day.
Lead safe ordinance in the city of Cleveland.
Their visions similar.
This is a critical time for the city.
Their paths different.
We need something that will continue.
But by sitting across the same table, perhaps another step toward the end goal.
16 hours before his death, he said to me, "Dad," and I quote, "look at me. I'm sick. The children are sick." He said, "Dad, something has to be done about this lead."
Derek Wade's heartbreaking and personal tale of losing his son to complications from lead exposure puts the city's lead crisis in perspective. The Cleveland City Council is in the process of hearing testimony before eventually drafting legislation that will aim to reduce the staggering number of children being exposed to the toxic heavy metal lead. The council already heard the Lead Safe Cleveland Coalition's policy recommendations, but on this day, it was CLASH's turn.
We have a clear, publicly accessible database that shows whether each unit is or isn't lead safe, and that status has to be disclosed as part of advertising and at the point of lease.
One of the key differences in the two proposals is that CLASH's plan includes explicit tenant protections, both before and during their lease. CLASH's proposal would also apply to in-home daycares. Under CLASH's more aggressive timeline, landlords would be required to be lead safe certified by March 2021.
We don't believe in an antagonistic relationship with the landlords. We believe we have to find a way to be partners.
Another key difference in the two proposals is that CLASH's plan includes escalating penalties for offending landlords. First, starting off as civil fines, then possibly criminal charges.
As council members, you know which tool you use against what landlords. You know what landlords are the ones doing the bad thing, and you want to be able to do more than just fine them, particularly if they have deep pockets.
They have different philosophies on policy, sure, but with both sides of the table expressing urgency.
We need to break the cycle.
Perhaps it's a major step in making the city better and safer for its next generation of leaders.
These are human beings. These are babies. These are children.
Much of the discussion centered around how to fund such a program, but the consensus was when you look at the long-term costs on public services, it is far more expensive to do nothing. Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.